Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. Sorry about the delay. My neighbor was outside with his Harley going like super loud, and I didn't want everybody to hear the Harley. I put on the countdown, and it just lasted a little longer than I thought. So sorry about that. Welcome. Hopefully, everybody's doing good. Thank you guys for being patient. I really appreciate you guys' patience. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, type one in the chat. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Jim is first in the building. Hi, Marks and everyone. Hopefully that you all had a good sales weekend. Sales for me have been slow, but in a competitive market, I fully expect it. Just keep grinding and listing. Yep. Scott, welcome back from vacation, bro. Hopefully everything's going well with you. You had a good time. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Chris, what up, dog? Jim says, Marcus, what advice would you give if you were pushed into going full time when not quite ready and limited capital to work with? How can you make that work? So, honestly, I went full time way before I ever should have. So, in that sense, really, what you got to do is you got to make the smartest buys possible. Um, Legit, look up everything, and I mean look up everything. Look up the sell through. Try to pick up brands that you know sell fast. If you sell them fast once, you can sell them fast again, and really be patient. Because really, there's no way you can speed the process up as fast as you're going to need it to, and I guarantee that. The only way that you can speed it up faster is if you're selling high dollar items like PlayStation 5s and the newest iPhone or the newest whatever flashy, device or electronic gadget, that's what's going to get you like really, really fast sales, but it'll also get you the MC0001 or 011, whatever the heck the the violation is for growing too fast. So you don't want to do that either. So literally, man, the best thing that you can do is find, if you haven't niched down into a category yet, find you a category that you can scale safely with low cost to no cost startup, and just unfortunately you just got to be patient with the growth stage of it, because it took me, I want to say, about a year and a half before I really started seeing some solid traction on the sales. And the whole time, I was in over my head, like paying for bills and everything like that, trying to dig myself out of a situation of just listing my way through it. So uh, that's pretty much unfortunately that's the best thing that you're going to be able to do, is just kind of grudge your way through it and pick profitable items. Don't overbuy. Don't have a death pile. What's up, Nita? Don't pick up things that won't sell fast. Listening while condensing tonight. Such a pain in the butt, as you know, dude. I hate it. I really hate it. It sucks so bad. What's up, Miss Lachey? How you doing? Hillary says, hey, how's it hanging tonight? Chilling. Can't complain. I just got a new car today, guys. Uh Finally not driving in the tiny, thrift mobile no more. But now I gotta buy another Dixon's Pickens uh vinyl for the window to put on there. Unless Hillary wants to make me one for the back window. Chris says, hi, Hillary. Heck, it seems I can't spell tonight. BRB, getting more coffee. It's too late for coffee. She's gonna be up all night. All right, good. You guys can hear me. Let's see. What's up, Jay? How you doing? What up, other Jay? Back to back J's. B-Dub, my guy. Hey, bro, how have your sales been today? I usually sell around 10 a day, but today no offers have come in and no one put out an offer. Very weird. Today my sales are not where I want them to be. For this, usually around this time, I'd like to be like above 500, and I'm only at 409 with 24 sales. So, a little lower than where I want them at. I do have 10 awaiting payment though. I'm just waiting for people to pay. Uh I've been messaging them like, just a friendly reminder, you haven't paid for your item yet, with the big cheesy smiley face emoji, trying to like not let my emotions get involved. But I've been having a lot of cancellations lately too. I did have somebody buy a sweatshirt then they immediately canceled, said wrong payment information, and they haven't bought it again. So what's up, Wayne? How you doing? Congrats on the vehicle. Thank you. Woo, new car. Congrats, man. Yeah, it's a Kia Sorento, Kia Sorento. So fitting plenty of items in there, that's for sure. No need to try to cram it in the back of the Fiesta anymore. Jay says eBay and Posh been well the past few days. My eBay was slow last week, then all of a sudden offers and sales. That's what's up. Really glad to hear that, man. Slow down, taking notes. Haha. I've been working on my death pile. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Number one, if you have a death pile, stop it. Stop everything you're doing. Don't do nothing else. List until you fall off, the face of the earth. That's really all you can do. Get all that inventory listed because it's just money sitting there. It's not doing you no justice if you're not listing it. No one's gonna come source through your death pile. Then go back and invest. How do you not overbuy, but at the same time try to appease to eBay's algorithm? I know it's a fine line to try and walk, but appreciate the sound advice. So overbuying is what I mean by overbuying is don't buy more than you plan on listing. If you buy a bunch of stuff and you end up with a death pile, surprise, surprise, you've overbought. So for me, I was doing um 30 a day or whatever, whatever the listing habit is. So right now it's 50 a day uh minimum. Sometimes if I can get my nephew to do listings, it'll be uh 95 a day. But I'm minimum I'm sending out 50 to my lister. So that's what's going live on eBay every single day. So I need 50 items times 5 is, let's see here. 50 times 7, I'm sorry. 50 times 7 is 350. So I'm trying to get the minimum 350 items, right? 350 items. Anything over that is a bonus, which means I can either A, continue to do 70 a day like I was doing before I hired listers, or I can do this 95 a day now that I do have listers. So let's see, 95 times 5 is 475. So I'm not going to buy more than 500 items if I go sourcing, right? Because now that's overbuying. That's me buying more than what I need to. So therefore, I'm spending money I don't have on inventory if I'm buying over 500 items, if that makes sense. So that's what you do is say your listing goal is 10 a day. So when you go source, you buy 70. Then you don't buy nothing until all 70 of those items are listed. That's how you don't overbuy. If you run into like a really good deal, say someone's got like, a really good, bulk purchase for you that's really, really profitable and makes no sense to pass up on. Then I could see, buying more than what you need to, but then I wouldn't go source again until all that was listed. So that's that's the way that you do that. Pick a goal that doesn't drain Pick a goal that doesn't drain you financially, first of all. So, like, if you're doing 10 a day and you can't afford it right now, dial it down to 5 a day. Yeah, your traffic will suffer for a bit, but financially, you'll be able to continue growing and you'll be able to grow smart. I can totally hook you up with a new decal. Got to fire the Cricket tonight anyway. Nice. Let me know. I'll pay you whatever I got to pay you. And I really appreciate it. It's either I spend it with you or I spend it with Amazon. So somebody's getting the money. eBay has been so slow. 24 sales this month. Who's got 24 sales this month? That's what you've got, 24 sales this month, Lindsay? How many do you normally get? Jim says, I had 2 guys in the last 4 days make offers. I accept, then they haven't paid. Gets annoying. Yep, it's part of the game. eBay is not Amazon. They do not demand immediate payment. I mean, like, you can have it. You can have it turned on, but if they don't have immediate payment set up on their end, it doesn't matter what you do. What's up, Marina? How you doing? I am experimenting this year. Just got a new car. I'm still tracking my mileage, but I'm also going the other route with the depreciation and fuel to see what the bigger write-off will be. Hold up. How are you doing both? You can only do one. Like, once you choose the one that you're gonna do, that's the way it is. Like, you can't go back unless you get a new vehicle. you're stuck doing it however you started. So if you started doing tracking mileage, that's the way you're stuck with. And trust me, 1000%, you're going to do better tracking mileage. I drove 30,000 miles in 1 year on the little Ford Fiesta that I had. 30,000 miles since I got that car. Only had that car slightly over a year. And you do the math, 30,000 miles times 50 cents, I think that's 50,000, that's $15,000 versus the two or three oil, well, not two or three, the several oil changes I had and a couple of tires. So do I want to write off several oil changes and a couple of tires, or do I want to write off $15,000 of mileage? To me, it's a no-brainer, right off the mileage. I'm not a tax professional though, so talk to your accountant. My accountant hands down would tell me to take mileage any day. So what I have read and heard is that eBay is slowly replacing servers. Servers should only last 5 years, and after that, they have nothing but issues. Hence, what we are seeing right now. That could be 100% legit. I know nothing of tech, so I'm just going to believe what the algorithm and things are showing. If that's part of the reason, I can totally see that. I know James did a video about that the other day. Level Up Thrift. Hey, Dixon, new subscriber here. I've been binge watching your vids, making a pivot in my business due to personal reasons, and finding your content informative and your story into reselling incredible. Thanks. Appreciate the support. Thank you for binge watching the videos. Hopefully they help. And if you have any questions along the way, feel free to ask. I got your back. Jay says, I've heard that too lately. Somebody buys an Oh, I've had that too lately. Somebody buys an item, then don't pay or message me until I cancel and relist. Yeah, so I've been like messaging people and like, hey, can you pay for your item? Hey, if you're not going to pay for your item, can you let me know so I can cancel and relist? And then like one dude bought an MMA Elite hoodie. He didn't pay for it. Then finally, like on the 5th day, after me messaging this guy every day and sending him invoices, he was like, hey, my wallet got stolen. I'm gonna need you to cancel the order. And I was like, yeah, now you respond to me, dude. Like, that's crazy. And as soon as I listed the item again, I had 3 offers immediately. And then I had 2 offers and then 2 messages within the next couple of hours of people trying to buy it for $50. I had it listed for 60. And then finally I had a guy message me and he's like, $50. And I was like, yeah, sure. He said, okay, send the offer. I said, I don't have the option to send you an offer. I said, you have to send me one. And then he said, oh, I can't send you an offer due to the fact of my unpaid item cases. I said, yeah, if you got over 5 unpaid item cases, I don't want to do business with you. So I've blocked buyers that do that in my settings. And he was like, oh, he said, well, if you still have it at 11, I'll buy it for 50. And it sold at like 10:30 for $50 to another person. So hey, somebody left a super chat. We got Doug's Dynamite Deals, $5. Thanks for the help, man. Appreciate it. No problem, man. This is what I do. Like, I love doing this to help you guys. Just want to help people grow their business and shorten the learning curve, man, because there is a learning curve. B-Dub says, I went to my storage unit today to pull orders, and I've been hearing birds in the walls. Well, I thought they were birds. Then a mouse ran out of the wall and right into my unit. That's nasty. Hopefully, they haven't been chewing up and getting into your bags or, whatever you store your items in, man. You don't want that. And there's tons of them. I hear in the wall. Is that a violation for the storage unit and a health hazard? I don't want my items getting ruined by these mice. I would tell the landlord of your storage unit, first of all, that would be the first thing I would do. Second of all, if they don't get it, I would tell them to move you to another unit, or you're going to take your business elsewhere, and they need to either reimburse you or something, give you like some type of. They need to make it right somehow. What's up, Bryce and Brittany? How you guys doing? Thank you for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you. I think Jay means he's calculating. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So he's calculating to see which one. Well, it doesn't really matter unless he's gonna, you know what I mean? Because he's already started on the one, from what I'm gathering. But if he hasn't started claiming either or, yeah, just total them up and see. True, my CPA told me the same. Vehicle maintenance and mileage can't be used together, so choose mileage. Yep. Brianna Janae said, Janae is my middle sister, little sister's middle name. How do you know when you have to pay taxes in the business? I'm only part-time, but looking to become full-time eventually. Selling on Poshmark and Mercari, no eBay yet. Well, if you made $1, you got to pay taxes. So, hate to break it to you, you got to pay some taxes, girl. Level Up Thrift says, for sure, thanks. Yes, Hillary. Yes, what Hillary said. Sorry for not clarifying. No problem. If you haven't chosen a method yet, then you can go ahead and compare the two. But I'm telling you that mileage is going to eat it up no matter what. Unless you got a bucket that you're like investing a lot of money in, getting new tires and a new oil change and new spark plugs, and then like windshield wiper fluid, and then brake fluid the next level. But if that's the case, bro, you need to get you a new car. Like mileage should definitely totally eat up whatever maintenance you do on your car, regardless. In my business. Greetings from Maryland. What's up, Maxine? How you doing? Robert Goico says, have you tried AI for your listings? If so, how you like it and how you think it'll change the game for reselling? I have not tried AI for reselling or for listing. I just saw today that Hammock has AI for their listings, but Hammock charges like $1.50 or something for listings, and I'm not doing that. So I have not tried it. I have no idea if it's good or bad, but I'm definitely sure to make the game easier for a lot of people. They'll definitely be able to list more items, because that's the number one part of reselling people hate, is doing the work. So I think it'll make it a lot better on a lot of people. I left my old storage unit over past a few years ago. The guy behind my unit had roaches and stored hamster pellets in his unit, so it gained field mice too. What the heck is he storing freaking pellets in there for? Like, did he own a pet store? Let me just store these hamster pellets in here. Like, what the heck? Hi from the UK. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? Why aren't you in bed? You got this. Yep. Love selling on eBay, mainly trainers and toys. Trainers do well. I'd assume toys do too. Jimmy D, what's going on? I used to sell toys a long time ago. Hey man, I was at the Benz in Vegas the other day and saw a Blockbuster polo. I heard pick up employee shirts in your voice in my head. It's worth $90. Let's go, bro. Blockbuster, anything. I'm not, and I say anything loosely, guys, because I haven't looked up comps on everything, but Blockbuster is out of business. So anything defunct usually holds weight. Usually is going to be desirable to some extent. Now, Blockbuster is like super nostalgic for a lot of people. So you definitely hit a good one with that one, man. I'm definitely happy for you. Pick up employee stuff, guys. I'm telling you. Have you ever heard or have you ever had someone that wanted your item to cancel your sale and they'll pay you extra? LOL, I'll respond with, no, I've never had that one. Hold on. So like a different person besides the one that bought the item? Yeah, I've had that happen before. I sold a caffeine hoodie. Someone messaged me and was like, hey man, I'll give you $25 if you cancel that order and sell it to me. And I was like, what are you talking about, dude? It's like, I can't do that. That's number one, that's against policy. Number two, like that person got it fair and square. So he's like, can I ask you why you undersold that so much? It's a $400 hoodie you sold for $25. And I was like, because I didn't know any better. You know what I mean? Like, thanks for telling me though. It's like, yeah, I definitely would have gave you. He's like, I'll give you 75 to cancel it. I was like, nah, man, I got to do the right thing. So yeah, I've had that before. The new threshold for the IRS being notified of your earnings is $600, but yes, you legally have to pay taxes as soon as you make money. Yeah, so like Brianna, they won't report, but in theory, you're supposed, not theory, like it's fact, it's law, like you're supposed to pay taxes on anything you make. But I would get a CPA and talk to them. They may not even send you a 1099 until you make $600. So I would talk to your CPA in your state and have an official tax person tell you what you need to do. For me, there's no way I'm ever trying to make under $600. What am I wasting my time for? I'm trying to run it up. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make as much money as I can. So I have to pay taxes, and I got an account a long time ago. So listen to your accountant. They know the best. Especially like my accountant, she is a reseller. So who else better to listen to than a reseller that's also an accountant? Thanks for the employee shirt tip. No problem, dude. Appreciate you coming and watching. And I'm glad that the video, that one video, or wherever you heard me say that at, has changed your life forever. Why don't you sell hard goods? I don't like it. I'm not trying to sell stuff that takes up a lot of space. It's different. Oh, here comes the Harley, man. Everything's different, requires a different photo station sometimes. Sometimes I can scan a barcode, sometimes I can't. I got to do Google Lens to find out what this thing even is in the first place. Um, it's not one storage system. It's like this thing can go in a tote. This has to go on a shelf. This has to be, shipped this way. I need 50 different size boxes, bubble wrap, lots of tape. Many reasons of why I don't sell hard goods. They break in the mail, they get returned a lot. I'm not with it. Hey, Christina with a K, how you doing? Just ran into about 500 Beanie Babies. No, you don't buy them. You run away. That's what you do. You run away from those. Don't buy them. Ilona says, "What AI software do you use for your thumbnails?" It's called Midjourney. It's actually called hold on, let me see. Because it got bought out by somebody else. It's Photoshed, and then I use Canva, and then I also use Midjourney to generate the backgrounds. So like the picture of myself is made on Photoshed. The backgrounds are made by Midjourney on Discord, and then I put it together on Canva and put the text on Canva. It's a whole lot, but it works. And everything costs everything. Nothing's free. It's like $50 a month total. Yes, get you a CPA. Get you a CPA immediately, Brianna. It's a write-off. So there's all pluses, no cons. All pros, no cons. You can't go wrong with it. Your CPA will find you deductions you didn't even know you could get. Marcus, how much do you give eBay for promoted listings? 10%. I saw your video about American Eagle Camo and regular cargo shorts selling super fast. I found 15 pairs at a church thrift and they're literally selling same day. Let's go, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Hillary highly recommends getting a CPA if you're not sure how to correctly file taxes. Definitely worth the investment, 100%. What is the best way to avoid INADs? There's many ways, right? The best way is to accurately describe your item. No tricks, no surprises. Don't over amp your item up. This excellent, awesome shirt that I got is in excellent condition, very good. All this stuff. Just be real with it, man. Don't take photo room background, white background photos that makes your item look better than it is. Just throw that thing in legit lighting. Point to any flaws, holes that it has. Title it correctly. If it's distressed, if it's flawed, like let the people know. Accurately describe it. Point to all the flaws in the photos, and then describe it all. So like a person can't say that they didn't know. Ship your items on time. Answer any customer service you have. If you have a buyer that has an issue, try to solve that issue. There's sometimes you're going to get false ads, like someone says they returned it because it doesn't work or defective, and then in the comments they say it doesn't fit. All of my Nike shoes that I buy in this size fit me except for this pair. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like, how can a pair of shoes not work? You know what I mean? I could see defective, but those are instances where you have to keep the original shipping because you're supposed to return the original shipping in an INAD and report the buyer. So literally doing the best job that you can, the most accurate item description, condition description, item specifics, title, take great photos. That's how you avoid INADs. Let's see here. Brianna says, I'm trying to run it up too. LOL. Thanks for the help. I'm in Connecticut. I'll do some research. There you go. I found a John Deere VIP Polo at a church rummage sale. Bought for $2 and sold for 45. That's what's up. Yeah, John Deere, some of that stuff goes for nothing, but some of that stuff goes for real good money. Hey, Marcus, I've been getting returns for item doesn't fit. I bought a bunch of 7 for All Mankind jeans, and they typically fit bigger. I mention it in the description, but still get returns anyway, or anyway to prevent more. Are you taking photos? I would definitely take photos. I would mention it in more than one spot to check the photos for measurements, and try to if the tags are not matching, put the actual measurements in the beginning of the title. So like 7 for All Mankind jeans, men's 32. And then towards the end of the title, put tag or like actual, and then put 34, or put what the tag says at the end, put the actual measurement in the front. In the item specifics, where it says size, put what's on the tag, but in the inseam measurement, in the waist measurement, put what the item actually weighs or measures, I mean. When I started doing it like that, I did notice that my returns went down a little bit, but there's never anything you can do to completely eliminate them. I do all of the above, and I still have over 50 returns this year. So you just got to sell more items. I got the babies as part of a wholesale storage for $10. Okay, well, you already got them. I mean, there's nothing you can do about them. Turn around and sell them wholesale to someone else. Don't waste your time listing them. All those high dollar Beanie Baby sales you see are scams. What's up, Dixon? I hit a grail. I picked up 8 caps for $10 at a yard sale, and one ended up being worth $1,300. Whoa, let's go. That's what's up. What kind of hat was it, man? Congratulations. What's up, Ray? How you doing, bro? If you are doing flat lay pictures, recommend investing in resale ruler. You'll appreciate it. Yeah, it'll definitely help you minimize the amount of photos. It's a lot less of less steps. For me, I don't have a flat lay. I have a vertical flat lay, so the reseller ruler would not work for what I'm doing. But it was created by Tech and Sports for taking photos of flat lay, like flat lay pictures. That's what he does, is flat lay. It's usually the opposite. It would get returned if it's too small. I mean, people return stuff for too big all the time. If it don't fit, it don't fit. You know what I mean? B-Dub's in Connecticut too. Do you go to the bins? Chris, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? What you got in that cup, man? Espresso? Let's see. Are you finding military camo clothes? Do they sell? It's hard to find good comps on them. Yes, I find them. Yes, they sell. I don't look up comps. That's weird. It is usually the opposite. It would only get returned if the jeans are too tight. Not necessarily. Thanks for the info. To add free returns on all my listings, can I do that myself in bulk, or do I call eBay? Don't call eBay for nothing unless you absolutely have to. But you go to the bulk editor, select all your items, and then I can show you. Go to so you go to your eBay store. Go to your listings. And then so you would select, I'm going to just do these 50 just for the heck of it. You go to edit the selected, select all of them. Then you go to this bulk edit option right here and go down to, your question was about shipping, right? How do I do free returns? So you will go to the bulk edit tool, go down to return options, and then you would click this button that says accept returns. Don't do it on the international returns. Do it on the domestic returns. Accept returns, and then the blue button will I'll just do it. Then you press apply. Well, you want to make sure you're setting whatever you want. So I do 60-day returns. You can pick 30, you can pick 60. Then return shipping paid by either by the buyer or yourself. I pay for the shipping and then I give the money back. So these are not my settings. This is not what I do. I do 60-day free returns. I pay for the return shipping and I do offer money back. So then you press apply once you've changed these to what you want. I'm going to press cancel because mines are already on free shipping or free returns. Alrighty. If that did not help, I could walk you through it tomorrow on the call. Why aren't you on Bo's call right now? Bo's running the call and you're over here on the live stream. Andrew says, what's up, brother? Been watching for a few weeks now. Been selling on eBay since 06, but just recently in the last 2 years. Enjoy your stuff. That's what's up, man. Welcome to the team, you know. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you learn a thing or two that helps you make a little bit of cash. No, I don't. Do you? I live in Greenwich. Not sure where they are around here. I currently only go to Goodwill in town. Do you guys have one in Connecticut? iNads. I was getting on single amputee sneakers. Man, single amputee sneakers, dude. That's like the bane of everyone's existence in the shoe category. Is why I stopped selling them. I mentioned in the title and in bold letters in the description that were single shoe buyers still didn't read. Same thing happened to me. I didn't get an iNad over it, luckily, but the person was like, "You only sent one shoe," and I was like, "There was only one shoe in the photos." He was like, "I thought that's just how you took the photos." I said, "It literally said amputee in the title." He said, "Man, can I just have my money back?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man. Like, I encourage you to read people's titles and look at the photos next time." People be killing me, man. Best pickups this week was a double RL. Nice. Pearl Snap for $4.99. Sold for $130. And a 1950s Pennies Towncraft corduroy Aztec print. Paid $250. Sold for $350. Wow. That's what's up. Man. I find Towncraft sweaters all the time, but nothing corduroy Aztec print. That's crazy. That's a great sell. What's up, Joe? How you doing, bro? We got... Okay, it did work. Yeah, you're welcome. Danata. That's a pretty cool picture. Nebraska 698. What's going on? Welcome. Yeah, I need to go shopping with him too. Yes, we have one. It's in Hamden. Stanford. Go twice a week. Crypto Gamer. I was thinking about reselling clothing only like you, but I struggle to identify sold comps of clothes. I find it hard to locate the same item, as do a lot of people. But the thing is you don't necessarily need to find a 100% exact item. Sometimes you're not going to. What you need to do in that aspect is either compare the item that you have to the item you're looking at and see if it's cool as or less cool. Or if it's cooler, then you price it up. Judge by the brand, judge by the pattern, judge by the content. Sometimes you're not going to find, most of the times, you're not going to find an exact comp. You're not going to find the exact comp of this Maurice's top that you find. You're not going to find an exact comp for this Hollister t-shirt that you pick up. You know what I mean? Like, there's too much of it made. There's too much of the stuff made usually for it to be what I mean when I say there's too much of it made is it's not special, right? So like people are literally like either donating, and if you do find it, the comps are going to be all over the place anyway. So people are donating this stuff or they're like literally throwing it in the trash, but it's nothing rare to where it's going to stand out to where you'll be able to find it like a vintage item. Or like, you know, if you do find it, you might find comps that are all over the place and make no sense to you. So in these aspects, when I find an item and I can't find comps on it, I price it at what I've previously sold those types of similar items for, or I'll look on Google. You can look on Etsy, Poshmark. You can look on all the different websites and look for the same type of item that you're trying to find. But if you can't find exact comps, then you have to make your own price. Speaking of Hollister, someone just made me an offer for a Hollister shirt. Hollister shirt, men's button-up shirt, 12 on a 15. Yes, I will take that. So yeah, I don't make it difficult. Half the time what we're selling is not special enough to spend hours and hours of research time on it. Just throw it up. Uh, it's much easier than we're making it. Do you price all your items in the middle of the market comps, or do you price lower than the average on items with lower sell-through rates? I price at the market no matter what it is. So I price at market, then I run a 20% off coupon on my store. That's going to be the buyer's deal right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting a better deal because I automatically offer you 20% off at full market price. Then on top of that, I also have 25% offers that I'm sending out to people. What's up, Amathea? Appreciate you coming hanging out. Hillary's in the Phoenix area. Plenty of good. Nice. Ain't nothing like that here in Cape Girardeau, that's for sure. Lots of people say good things about Phoenix. Thrift stores. A lot of old money there, a lot of old stuff. I sold one clown shoe and I asked them what they were going to do with it because I was curious, and they said that they're going to use it as a trophy for when they play different games. Okay, that makes sense. That's cooler than like one lone New Balance tennis shoe. I mostly sell mall brands: Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, Tommy Hilfiger. Polo Ralph Lauren, Spider, found those sell best for me, even though I'm trying to expand to different brands. You can expand to different brands. There's nothing wrong with expanding your knowledge. Just make sure you're expanding your brands to brands that are worth your time. If you're going to expand to like Old Navy or like Alfred Dunner, you're probably wasting your time. Uh, expand into brands like Mother, or what's that one name? Something Pearl, man. I seen a comp of that somebody posted up somewhere. That's ridiculous. Uh, just make sure you're expanding into good brands, Sitka, uh, Kuyu, things like that. Did I mention yet that condensing condensing sucks? Just finished and cleaned up 14 boxes. Yeah, man, I definitely don't like it either. Are you a one-man show? Yep. Well, I was a one-man show up until this month. Then I just hired VAs, but I was doing 70 a day by myself forever. Um, I started from just doing them by myself. I worked all the way up from 10 listings all the way up to 70 listings. This month I hired a lister. Hello, have you ever uploaded an Excel spreadsheet onto eBay to list hundreds of drafts at one time and also edit them? No, that sounds like a total nightmare. That seems like nothing I want any parts of. My brother's calling me. I'm on live, bro. All right, it's all good. Yeah, I don't want no parts of no spreadsheets and eBay and nothing. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Roger? See a lot of Wrangler jeans at the bins, which are good to pick up. So if you come up there and you see me again, ask me, but I'll tell you some over this call, but without you actually seeing what I'm talking about, you're probably not going to be able to retain it very well. But Wrangler Retro Slim boot cut, Wrangler George Strait, Wrangler MK or MWZ, Wrangler MKW, I think is the other initials. MCADS, those do well. DJ Destiny says, hi, Marcus. I never really joined the convo, but wanted to tell you that I love your videos and your work ethic. You're an inspiration to me. That's what's up. Increasing my listing goal to 40 daily. Thank you, Crystal. Well, I hope you find it not too daunting to where it burns you out. And if you do feel like you're getting there, reach out and try to discuss ways to avoid that, because burnout's a real thing and you definitely don't want to get there. I have only found Anthropologie one time. Anthropologie is extremely overrated and it doesn't sell for as much as it used to. I'm not saying don't pick it up. It just doesn't sell like it used to. What's up, Sue? How you doing? How's work going? Moving today. Yay, that's what's up. Congratulations. So the nightmare will be over with soon. Congratulations. We will have our call this weekend, Saturday at noon at the normal time. So you get to tell me all about it then. Do you find better items at yard sales or are the bins just as good? In my opinion, I find just the same type of quality of items at the bins for way cheaper than I do at yard sales. Chris says, where do we hire a VA? Well, wherever you want to, honestly. There's VA sites all over the place, man. Just pick one and you're gonna have to go through multiple until you find one that's worthy of doing it the way that you want it done. Uh, but you can just literally Google VAs, virtual assistants on Google, and you'll find tons and tons and tons of them. There's thousands of them out there, tens of thousands of VAs. Uh, Andrew's from Joplin, Missouri. I thought you said you lived in Arizona. Oh, you might be from there, but you live in Arizona now. Nice. Yeah, I'm not originally from Cape Girardeau. I'm from St. Louis. Most all Wranglers with the leather patch on the back are worth selling. Yeah, I mean, that's true for the most part. For the most part, but Wrangler Advanced Comfort, those don't sell for as much. Wrangler Rugged Wear, those don't sell. Those aren't very good. I mean, if you get them brand new, they'll sell, but uh, usually I'm only selling those for like $12. They will sell still, like Josh said, but not going to be like a lot of money. I actually did a little time at Bonterra when I was younger. I did Bonterra time for diagnostic uh only. My brother was on the perm side though. I did my time in Moberly, Charleston, and OCC. How do you best overcome that fear of failure? I know I know it's hard work and I do well for being in the less than a year, but just hate the fear of the unknown, if that makes sense. Fear of failure. Well, the only way to not fear failure is to not fail. You're gonna fail though. That's the only way you're gonna learn. If you don't fail, like if you have a fear of failure, you'll never push yourself, right? Like I was totally like, not having 100% confidence in the fact of me doing eBay full time when I first started doing eBay. You know what I mean? And here I am 2.5 years later, and like I have a YouTube channel about it. I have a Patreon helping people do it. I'm sitting here giving advice to 93 people currently. Um, like you just gotta grind. Like don't let no one, especially yourself, tell you you can't do it. So whether that means learning from some bad buys or that means just pouring into market research, looking up brands that you know nothing about, going to the thrift store and literally looking up every single item. I know it's a lot of work, but that's what you got to do. Like I did all that stuff, man. I did all that stuff when I first started doing this, man. I'd spend hours in the thrift store every single day. Me and my girlfriend just in there scanning items, typing in brands, looking things up, Google Lensing things, literally being in the thrift store for 4 hours, scanning everything in there. And that's how you find out. You go to yard sales, scan everything there, type everything there. You know what I mean? Or you buy it all, bring it home, and then you learn that you paid $5 for an item that doesn't sell for two. You know what I'm saying? So like there's no better teacher than learning from your own mistakes. But that's why I put this channel up, so like you guys can learn from my mistakes, or like people that are in these comments. A lot of people in these comments have made some bad buys and made some bad decisions, and you can learn from them. You know what I mean? So like don't be afraid to fail, man. Some of the best things come from failure. You know what I mean? So like if you go through life all scared to move, you ain't gonna do nothing with your life. You're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be complacent. You know what I mean? You're gonna be scared. Scared money don't make no money. You know what I mean? And so like you really just gotta get after it. For real. That's pretty much all there is to it. Be logical, have some wisdom, but wisdom comes from past mistakes. Have you consistently increased your sales month over month, or does eBay occasionally give you a bad month? We are in the middle of a bad month and had one as well in December. So this year, all my months are doing better than the previous months. So like this month, I'm doing better than last month, and same thing for all the other months. It's all about how to move on from your fails. Exactly. And try to not fail out of business. You know what I mean? Like you can do that too, but just try to make the wisest decisions you can and reach out to someone for advice. If you don't know what you're doing, like I joined a mentorship to teach me everything I knew. You know what I'm saying? Like when I wanted to learn about Jesus, I joined a discipleship. When I wanted to learn how to make money on you, or when I wanted to learn how to grow a YouTube channel, I joined a mentorship. You know what I mean? Like people that really want to succeed are not afraid to invest in themselves, and they learn from someone. Bodybuilders that try to do a competition, they hire a coach. Some of them are personal trainers themselves, but they hire a coach to teach them how to get stage ready. So you just gotta put in the effort. You know what I mean? Make sure to hit the thumbs up. Everyone show Mark some love. Thanks, guys. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. All of that have been selling for a while, still make mistakes. Yeah, I made a mistake the other day. I mean, it was fixable, but I still make mistakes. Thumbs up equals sales. Hey, let's go. That's a fact. Yes, sir. I ended up in Arizona, but I'm from Missouri. Okay. Yeah, I was diagnostic as well. After failing the 120 in Farmington, I did 75% of my percent in Pacific and the other in Bowling Green. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, guys. The knowledge part of it comes over time. You do anything long enough, you're going to get better at it, especially if you're like making extreme amounts of effort to learn the categories you're in. You're looking for brands that you've never seen before, committing the brands that you do see to memory, tags, new tags, even like you can get to the point to where you know, all right, this Old Navy tag is from before 2010. This Old Navy tag is before 2020 because they look different. Logos change, things get updated. Uh, companies do different things, like you stick to your guns and like don't, go changing things up every month and you'll start to acquire a lot of knowledge on a small, category of things, which can help you make a lot more money when you focus on fewer things. What is the best tip you can give to speed up the listing process? Sell similar from your current listings. Do not sell similar from other sellers on eBay. That's the best 100% absolute advice I can give someone to speeding up their process. That's what helped me go from 15 listings a day to 30 a day without seeming like I'm spending 20 hours a day listing. That's what you got to do. Don't be afraid to be on your phone. I was a little embarrassed for a while until I got in the zone. Yeah, me too. I was at first. I was like, they're going to know what I'm doing and they're not going to want to sell these things to me, or they're not going to want to sell things to me because I'm a reseller. But freaking Goodwill's reselling themselves. You know what I mean? Like they started all this. So it is what it is. You don't want to make a bad buy because you're ashamed to be on your phone looking up comps. You know what I mean? Swallow your pride. Do what you got to do. J Ride says, I just started posting eBay reseller videos on YouTube. Do you remember when or how many subscribers you had before your analytics told you what your channel's subscribers were watching? I don't think I paid attention to that, and I still don't. I don't care what anyone's watching. All I want to know is if you're watching me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get no value out of knowing what else you're watching. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all resellers, and I just assume you're watching other reseller content. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to know that you're watching dog videos? Do I want to know that you're watching fitness videos? You know what I mean? So, like, it doesn't matter to me. I pay attention to what my analytics say about when my buyers are watching and what of my videos they watch the most of, those types of things. Whether my video is performing as well as the last video, like this most recent video I put out is a 9 out of 10. It's tanking. I assume it's because of the black and white thumbnail. It's just not performing well at all. You know what I mean? Those are things that I pay attention to. Like your success and my success, it doesn't matter what my subscribers are watching. You know what I'm saying? As long as they watch you, that's all that matters, bro. But be patient, man. You just started a YouTube channel, so some people take off like a rocket, some people don't. I was one of those people that did not take off like a rocket. My channel, it took me like a good 7 months to get 100 subscribers. So you just got to be diligent, practice, and being repetitive. Yeah, absolutely. I have made over double what I have totally invested, so I know I'm doing okay. Just, I guess, get nervous of a really bad month, not trying to fire you up. No, you weren't firing me up. I just want to, and I wasn't even speaking to just you specifically. I was speaking to everyone in the chat and people that watched this video that feel the same way. You know what I mean? Because in the end, we'll never get nowhere if we're afraid to make a move. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like people that are married, like before you proposed, you probably were scared, shaking in your boots, you know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't be married if you didn't make the move, you know what I'm saying? So like you gotta go for what you're sometimes the fear is debilitating, sometimes the fear is logical, you know what I mean? You don't want to walk in front of the middle of the road out looking both ways, but sometimes you got to get across that road, so you just gotta go, you know. Just that's all I mean. Hey man, I love your story. With the grace of God, he'll find a way. Absolutely. 100%. God is good all the time, man. And even the bad, God can use it for good. Like me going to prison, me like being down bad, like being a jack boy, robbing people, like doing people bad. God uses that for his glory, because what the devil tried to use to take me down and ruin me with, that's how God built me up. So people that been through what I've been through can hear my story and be like, if that dude can make it, I can make it. You know what I'm saying? All by the grace of God. So best listing tip is know your category and how to price quickly. Don't spend too much time on research. That's probably number two. Don't don't be afraid to like create price buckets for items that you find all the time. Like items sell for like prices. Now you will have the outlier, you know what I mean? Like Tommy Bahama shirt with embroidery on it goes more than a plain black Tommy Bahama collared shirt goes for. You know what I mean? Like, so not all things are conducive to just bucket pricing, but you can you can feel safer knowing that most t-shirts will sell for like 10 to 15 bucks. Most pairs of shorts will sell for 10 to 15 to 20 bucks. Depending on what they are, you can sell them for 25, 30 bucks. Jeans, 20, 30 bucks, easy, average. But just learn the brands. Learn the brands and make sure that you know what you're selling. And if you find something inside of that brand, then so like the best way to do it is look the brand up as a whole, then look up highest price plus shipping, then look up lowest price plus shipping, and then go, into further categories, like narrow it down. Do research on Nike hoodies, do research on Nike sweatpants, do research on Nike t-shirts, and then just keep doing that. High to low, low to high. Find what you see in those searches and look for that stuff. Or, just kind of just get to know your brands. Lamont, what's going on, my guy? I sold similar to other sellers for my first 100 listings, and now I sell similar to my own, and it's so much faster. It's crazy. Yeah. People sleep on sell similar from their. It's the same thing as selling similar from someone else's store. But the only thing is, like, people get caught up on sell similar because they think they need the exact item. You don't need the exact item. I can sell similar from a Nike shirt in my store to list an Under Armour shirt. I can sell similar from, let's see, I can sell similar from a Nike hoodie to list a polo sweatshirt. And I know it doesn't make any sense, but a hoodie and sweatshirts are in the same category. All I have to do is change Nike to polo, change hoodie to sweatshirt, keep it moving. The rest of the item specifics stay the same. Go. Oh, how do you exclude Nike from the UK? Or are you saying, I assume you're asking how, or if you're asking, do I? You can go to the listing. You can scroll down to the bottom, and there's going to be a little toggle switch that says international shipping on this item, and you can turn it on or off. Just switch the switch off. I do that on newer tags Levi's. I turn the switch off. I'm so glad other people felt weird about looking up comps. I dig it now. Yeah, man. I felt weird at first. I think everyone feels weird at first. It's like when you first start doing YouTube videos, you feel weird like holding a camera, like you're all like, yo, hey, you know what I mean? Or like you're like, with a camera, like blah, 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 blah. And everybody's like, what's wrong with that dude? And, you know, you just get over it after a while. You know what I mean? Things just become second nature. Lamont says, I'm listing 5 a day right now. And what I'm struggling with right now is wanting to jump to 20 listings a day, trying to be patient though. Yeah, there's no need to jump if your sales don't say it's time to jump. So if I'm listing 10, but I'm only selling 2, it ain't ready yet. It's not registering. If I'm selling 5, then probably I can afford to safely jump. But I'm not going to jump to 15. I'm going to jump to like 12, 13 maybe. It depends on if I'm like shopping at the bins or something like that. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm selling, I was listing 40 a day, but I'm selling 35 to 40 a day items. You know what I'm saying? So it made sense for me to be able to safely move to 50 items a day. You know what I'm saying? But like if I was doing 40 a day and I was only selling like 13, then it would have made no logical sense for me to add 10 additional items to my listing goal. It's not how you do it. Did you say don't sell similar when listing your items? That's not what I said at all, bud. I said sell similar. I said don't sell similar from other listers. So don't go to my store and sell similar of my listings. Don't go to Doug's store and sell similar of Doug's listings. Go to your own store and sell similar of your own listings. I'm always looking up comps at yard sales to determine the sell-through rate. People at the yard sales probably think I'm nuts when I'm comping out an item they're selling for only $1. No, they know exactly what you're doing. Reselling is popular enough to where people know what you're doing. Boss Move says take the photos first, then search on Google Lens. Yeah, you can do that if you're trying to figure out like market research on it, or if like you're trying to price an item on eBay that you can't find on eBay. Yeah, you can do it that way. But usually what you're looking for is a lot easier than searching on Google Lens, unless it's like super rare or it's like a brand that you want to find a little bit more research of what people are doing, because different platforms sell for different prices. So like maybe you want to see what it sells for on Poshmark versus Macari, and throwing it into Google will give you comps from everywhere it's ever sold at. So wow, who was just talking behind you in the kitchen? Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? It's probably some ghost or something in here. Ray said that was me. Hey, I got a hard random question. How do I stop growing? So listing 10 a day, but selling 6 a day. I'm outgrowing my space again, but don't really want to expand, but want to keep my sales. So there's really no way to stop growing. The only way to stop growing is to stop listing 10 a day. Um, or to put a sell on your older items and sell more items. It's just literally like impossible to not grow, because you're not going to have, even if you sell 40 a day, listing 40 a day, there's going to be a day where you list 40 but you only sell 30. So now you got 10 in the draft and you got 10 extra in the stash. You know what I'm saying? Then the next day you might only sell 38. Now you net 2. So now you're net 12 for the week. Then the next day you sell 35. Now you're net 5. Now you're net 17 for the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just impossible. And then the next day you might sell 41. So now you're down to 6 again. You're still positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, really difficult to not grow unless you're selling all your stuff on Whatnot and you sell everything the same day. It's pretty much not possible in this business. And I know there's probably someone out there doing it, but I don't know that person. I appreciate you, Marcus. I respect you keeping it real. A lot of fake people out in this world, so I really do appreciate the insight. No problem, buddy. Just want to, be as transparent as I can and provide the best value that I can. Dang it, Rick, get back in the cabinet. No jump scares until after the live. Hey, Jared, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Hope everything's going well for you, buddy. I had to use the bathroom. Y'all crazy, man. I was looking at my selling cost graph. What are transaction fee credits? Transaction fee credits? Like they gave you money back? Then that's exactly what it is. Probably like a sale that got canceled, a refund that went through. They credit some of that. You don't necessarily have to pay back the whole transaction. Maybe somewhere where you got Something at one point or another, you gave more money than you were supposed to, and they just credited you back the difference. What's up, Cheryl? How you doing? I've been strictly clothing for 2 years, and I learn new brands every day. Just today, I learned of Madewell brand. Yeah, Madewell's been around for a while now. Like Madewell was one of the brands that I first heard about when I first started doing clothes. And it doesn't even sell for what it used to. 2617 transaction fee credit. You got a transaction fee credit of 2617 at one time, or that's what they total up to. I don't know. We'll have to look at that closer upon closer inspection in the morning. So on the call on the morning call, we'll go over that, and I'll try to help you get to the bottom of that. Uh, Figure out what that is. I'll do a little bit of research. That is the total. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're probably doing one thing or another that's overcharging yourself, or overcharging the buyer, or maybe that's from several returns or cancellations or whatever. I'll have to try and help you figure it out in the morning though. Uh so yeah, anybody got any other questions? It's 8 o'clock and the chat's dead. If so, the put them in the chat. If not, and you guys are catching this on the replay, I do this every Tuesday night. Almost didn't get to it tonight, but slid through right in time. Uh Doug says, at what point do the INADs start to limit your traffic average? Average, high, very high. Once you get in the high range, you can run risk of slower traffic, but once you get into very high, you're screwed. You definitely are lower traffic. And the only way to get out of high, very high, is to make more sales. So they limit your traffic, they take more money from you, and they make it harder to sell more items. So just do your best to never get in that. Let's see here. Just started selling clothing due to watching your channel. Hey, that's what's up. Bought 10 shirts from Goodwill and clothes from around the house. Still waiting for the first sale. Thanks for what you do. Appreciate it. I hope you were looking the items up at Goodwill that you bought, and didn't just buy 10 random shirts, which I don't think you would. You know, all the same knowledge applies to every category. It doesn't matter. You look everything up before buying it. But starting out with clothing around the house is going to be how you learn stuff. So definitely do that. And then just look everything up, guys. I can't stress that enough. If you guys looked at the old bins videos that I used to put out, that's all I would do. For that first half of the video, I would dig through the bins. Then the last half of the video, I would literally stand there, look everything up, tell you guys why I was picking what I was picking up. Look at the sell-through. I would look the sell-through up of every item that I was picking up and tell you guys why I was picking it up or why I was putting it back. And I did that in every video for like 10 months straight. You know what I mean? So like, there's literally no need for me to look up items anymore, but I only look up stuff if it's something I've never seen before. If you have 500 items in your store, what should you realistically expect to sell every day? You should expect to sell 5 a day. Venus says, I have been listing every day, but no sales for 3 days now. How many are you listing every day? And how long have you been listing every day? If you got 200 items in your store, you shouldn't expect to sell an item every day. Heaven Sent Gaming says, I have very high INAD, but sales are the same, if not better than before. Well, you must be selling great items. But that's not something to brag about. You should definitely not be in very high. You should try to get out of that. Click the like button, guys. Hey, appreciate it. And the reason why I say that, Heaven Sent Gaming, is because you're paying 10% additional, more than what you need to, because you're in high. So you're paying more money to eBay for no reason. I finally got over 100 listings on eBay. I'm still getting no views. Made a couple of sales, but no views. Suggestions? I don't pay attention to that. You can sell an item with one sell. Like, I literally never get on the app, and I never check how many views an item has. It's not something I do. I used to do that when I first got started. I just, it's not something I waste my time with. You know what I mean? I don't have any suggestions to how to get views, because I could literally go on here right now and find an item that has no views, and it'll be an item that sells within the next day or two. So let me look up. So I listed this Nike sweatshirt earlier, has 0 views. This St. Louis Cardinal shirt has 1 view. Another vintage shirt has 1 view. Jimmy Buffett shirt, 0 views, 1 view, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 3, 0. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? The stuff will still sell. I don't have any suggestions on how to get more views. And then, like, if I look at my metrics right now, it says listing page views up 11.9%. So I have no clue why they're at 0. Sometimes I just don't think they're accurate. And I don't let it consume me. So try to not let it rent a bunch of space in your head, and don't let it get you down, bud. I watched your first video. It was funny hearing you talk about ink toner and hard goods. Yeah, my first video was so cringe. I was super motivated too, man. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna make great videos and like show everybody how to do eBay. And like, then I was like, man, you don't even know how to do eBay. What are you talking about, man? How are you gonna teach somebody how to do something you don't know how to do? So I just shut up and just did my thing for a while and soaked up knowledge. Uh Thank you for the time you give to teach others. I'm new, 76, and appreciate you. God bless you. Nice. 76 listings, or you're 76 years old? Because either way, that's incredible. 76 listings is a good start. And 76 doing eBay, you got some patience on you, my friend. Going to Wyoming for a week. Would you make a draft bank and list during that week while being on vacation mode, or do something different? So for a week, I would just build up drafts and then I would put my handling time up to a week. I would not go on vacation mode. I would tell everyone that I was going on vacation mode, or I would tell everyone that messaged me that I was on vacation. And my handling time has extended until whatever date that I'm coming back at. And as I get closer to the date, I would just keep them like, hey, Joe, just want you to know I haven't forgot about your item. I'll be home soon. Fino, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well, bro. Appreciate you coming and stopping by. Cheryl says, of course, I thought it was an issue, but I'm making occasional sales. Just be mindful that you said you just hit 100 listings, so you're not going to sell items every day with 100 listings. It's not logical to think that with 100 items you will sell an item every single day, unless every single one of your items are really great items, very desirable, under market priced. It's just not how it works, unfortunately. I do sell other items, but I do want to transform over to clothing. My best sell was about a month ago, 1,200 in sales net in a 2-week period. That's what's up. Was that from clothing, or was that from die-cast cars and things of that nature? I don't think views are accurate either. Yeah, I just stopped paying attention to it, man. When they changed over the new view thing after like a month, your views don't do they start over or whatever. When they start doing that, I stopped paying attention to views because I couldn't tell accurately how many views an item had unless it was a new item. You know what I mean? But after 30 days, I was like, it's all skewed. It makes no sense. Have you been to Century Casino? Century Casino in Cape? Yeah, dude. I used to be addicted to the casino, like $10,000 a day, $12,000 a day. Legit severe gambling addict. I would blow all my money. I would literally blow the rent. Like I'm talking about like super bad gambler, like real bad. So I stay away from the casino now. Thank God. God saved me from, I'm telling you, man, God will do some wonders in your life. I agree the view counts on the app are not accurate at all. I have listings that have 0 views but multiple watchers. Yeah, that too. I've had listings with 0 watchers or zero views and one watcher and it sells. So I just don't pay attention to the app. Have you ever tried the upload feature for drafts? I saw it on a video this morning. I've heard of it but never tried it. Sounds like a big time saver. Have you ever tried the upload feature for drafts? I'm not sure. Drafts or listings. I'm not sure I know what you mean, Christina. Ever tried the upload feature for drafts? Are you talking about something from the app or something from the computer? Years old. Hey, let's go. 76 years old, crushing it on eBay. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, if you have any questions, Carol, don't hesitate to ask. I would love to help you be successful. Are you retired? Because I'd love to help you travel to whatever state, city, country you're trying to go to and just live life to the fullest. Ball out at 76. It's at 120 now. I'm patiently listing and working on eBay because I sell on multiple platforms. Yeah, eBay is just a different beast, man. You can have 200 items on Poshmark and do pretty great from what I gather, but it's probably not going to be the same on eBay. I have 166 active and I don't sell every day. I'm not consistent as I should be though. I didn't start selling items every single day until I hit 1,000 items for real. Well, not I'm not gonna say that. I sold items every single day, probably when I got to about 150 to 200 items. But I didn't start selling a lot of items every day until I hit about 1,000 items. Because when I got to about 150 and someone made me an offer and it was 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night and I hadn't made a sell all day, I was accepting anything to make a sell because I didn't want to have no sell days. From watching your videos, looks like you do strictly clothing. When did you make the change to clothing, shoes only? I believe you started like we all do, selling everything. I started with clothing, excuse me, I'm sorry, January of last year. So January 1st of last year, I went in on all clothing, shoes and hats. And then later on in the year, I'd say probably around the beginning of this year, towards the end of last year, beginning of this year, I decided to not sell shoes anymore. So now I still sell hats and I still sell clothing. I don't sell shoes anymore because I just don't want to. I don't want to clean them. And hats are easier to clean than shoes are. I can throw them in the washing machine. So I'll do hats like once or twice, a month, and do clothes every day. I sell auto manuals, but they might dry up for me soon. That's why I'm starting with the clothing now. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, auto manuals, man, the old ones can be good money. Sorry, the spreadsheet form that you can fill out with listing details and bulk upload to eBay. So, yeah, see, I've heard a lot of people say things about that, but I feel like it would take me just as much time to upload all the information to the spreadsheet, create the spreadsheet, or whatever the case may be, and then upload that to eBay. It's essentially the same amount of time. You're doing the same thing, but you're doing it all on a spreadsheet first and then uploading it to eBay. It doesn't sound faster at all to me. It sounds like adding a step to it. You see what I'm saying? So, like for me, I don't want to add things to the process. I'd rather take things away from the process and make it shorter instead of adding a step to it that would make it longer. The video that I watched today, she did most of the basic info and uploaded it to eBay. Then she sent into the bulk editor for more detailed things that she couldn't fill in quick, like shipping. Yeah, that makes sense. I still think that would take the same amount of time, though. You know what I mean? Uh, Amen to that. Gambling can be super addictive. God cleaned me up and delivered me from a life of drugs, alcohol, and self-destruction. So I'm pretty careful about my habits that I choose to get into now. Yeah, 100%. Same story here. Lots of other crazy stuff too. But it's not just street people. It's not just people that been in the streets, like living a street life. My buddy, man, his dad, they lived in a $980,000 house, in a gated community. And their house, the electric would get cut off at least once every other month because his dad was a gambling addict. They used to own a restaurant. The restaurant got shut down because his dad was a gambling addict. So, like, it doesn't matter. Gambling is the worst addiction I've ever had. You know what I mean? The worst addiction I ever had was gambling. It's horrible. And I don't wish it on nobody. Every Tuesday night, yeah, absolutely. Every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Fino says, I just ran a hat through the dishwasher. Did pretty good. Yeah, you can get those little hat things that shapes the foam of the hat or the form of the hat. Throw it in the dishwasher, man. You're good to go. I'm at about 650 net right now in a week. I have about 300 listings, mixed manuals, and clothing right now. Yeah, just find what you get the most of and pour gas on it, man. It works. See what you're saying. That's true. In KC, they are everywhere. Glad God has our backs. Those things of the world are on our backs, but God's got it. Yeah. So were you in KC, Missouri, or in Kansas City, Kansas? I'm in Missouri. Hey Tina, hopping over from my other Tuesday night live show. Accepted two decent offers. Needed those sales. That's what's up. I think I had a sell too. Uh, oh man, sorry, bud. Homeboy wanted me to send him a picture of the car earlier. Then I got someone wanting to cancel something. Dang it, man. Why are these people messing with my emotions? Let's see. Lamont says, do you do anything with the ad volume prices in the listing process? No, I don't. You can offer ad volume pricing. Like so at one point in time, I don't know if you guys just saw my most recent What Sold video. I had all these like fishing hooks and fishing lures and stuff like that. Like I could have added volume pricing, and I did it at one point in time to try to sell through those, but nobody even bought them. You know what I mean? So like, it didn't matter that I turned on volume pricing, but it just gives the buyer a cheaper discount. But I do that with combined shipping though. So like, if you want a better deal, just throw everything in your cart and tell me to send you an invoice. Before I go, Marcus, if you would keep my family in prayer, found out about my uncle had stage 4 colon cancer. Sheesh. After battling lung cancer twice, was in remission for 14 years. Now just found it spread to the liver. Yeah, definitely, bro. I can pray now. Father God, I come to you right now in prayer for John's or Jim's family member with stage 4 cancer. God, you know what the family needs and you know what he needs, Lord. And I just pray to you and lift him up in prayer right now for whatever you can do for him to, just help it be easier on him through the rest of this process, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Got you, bro. I only have 250 items up, but still in everything seller. So clothes are kind of fillers. I honestly enjoy the clothing the most. I'll grow 16 in 7 days, but probably spend 400 to 500 a week. Is that good or bad? I mean, are you okay with that? Because that's seems okay to me. It's it's a lot of money to spend on inventory, but if uh if you're cool with those margins, that's all that matters. You need to get your stuff together. Hey, we all got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? I do. You look as long as the offer is decent. I'll accept almost anything and add coupons. Make that money. Exactly. Definitely. Yep. Prayers for your family. So you do like me. Okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah. So like, I'm accepting pretty much any profitable offer. Sometimes there'll be times that I counter. Like if it's under 50%, I'm gonna counter. You know what I mean? Like if it's under like if it's usually if it's a $30 item, let's just say, and it's under $20, I'm gonna counter because if I was to send an offer on a $30 item, I think it's gonna come out to like 22.50 or 23 or something like that. So I'll counter with what my 25% off offer would be. And then if they want to counter something lower, and if it's not too ridiculous, then I'll accept it. But I try to maximize the gains off it, but usually a buyer's offer is the best price that they're willing to pay. That's why it's called best offer. So, you know, you don't want to lose out on the sales. It's trying to be greedy, but if it's something that you got that's plentiful and it's not special, it's not rare, you might as well go ahead and take the sell, especially if you're like me and you get it from the bins. I've done well with some books lately. Worth browsing and sourcing if you have the time. Yeah, Ray finds great books at the bins all the time. $1,000 items. Hey, man, thank you. Appreciate that very much. Hey, you're welcome, man. No problem. Same here. Thank you, Tina. Why don't you limit offers amount? Because what if I have a $20 limit? Say I have an item for $20, right? What if someone sends me an offer? What let's say my cutoff is $15. So I have an item for 20. I put my cutoff at $15. What if someone sends me an offer for 14.50? I'd be willing to accept that offer. 50 cents less, I'd be willing to accept that, but I missed out on the opportunity now because of 50 cents. So, and then sometimes you never know, your item might be extremely overpriced. And you just never know, you know what I'm saying? And you're over here being like dumb about it. Not saying you or anybody, I'm not saying anyone's dumb, but in my opinion, I could be being dumb about it, You know what I mean? Trying to be greedy over here and make all the money in the world, and my item's overpriced, and I'll never know because I have offers turned off under a certain amount, and my offer limit is what the item should be probably selling for. You know what I mean? So like, I just, especially when you don't know what you're doing, I think you need to not be limiting offers, because every offer you could be getting is probably what the item should be selling it for, but you got your item list too high and you just have no clue. Being in the left corner of Missouri, I was really close to a handful of casinos in Oklahoma, Kansas City. I got bad for a while, but nothing on your level, bro. Yeah, man, it was crazy. I lived there. I'd go in there, stay there till they closed, and I'd go home and make some money and then go right back. Keep up the good work, Marcus. Your listing goals and hard work motivate me. Hitting 90 a day total, I didn't really think were possible. What do you mean 90? Hitting 90-day total? Well, what's your 90-day total? 89 watchers, there should be 89 likes, not 49. Hit that like button. Not everyone's going to like Jared. It's okay, buddy. As long as you did, that's all that matters. Hillary says, y'all heard Jared smash that thumbs up. You're most welcome, Jim. Our youngest son at 28 was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. He survived, but still has lingering arm-leg pain 4 years later. Chemo is rough. Dang, sorry to hear that. Good point. Thank you. Yep, no problem. Kansas City, Kansas. Okay. Yeah. So, these things that I do inside my business are just what I found have worked for me. And, I might do stuff now that I won't do in 2 years. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to maximize my results on eBay as best as possible. And all of it comes with trial and error. And then like running experiments for a long enough time to retrieve enough data on it to determine whether this is a smart move or this is a bad move. And if you do a test run for 3 months and then you find out that whatever you're doing worked, or you find out that it didn't work, at least now, and that's something. I thought it could have been a good idea, but it turns out I lost 10%, versus last 3 months, doing it this way. I'll either go back to the way I was doing it before or try something new. You know what I mean? Funny thing, the other day, my wife came to me and said, I found this guy that sells clothing, and she was taking notes. I started laughing and I said, that's a great dude. I watch him all the time. Nice. That's what's up, dude. Yeah, that's a lot of people tell me like my pastor was like, yeah, my sister, I found out she resells, and I was like, yeah, my buddy, you should watch his YouTube channel. He goes to the Goodwill all the time. He's like Dixon's Pickens. She's like, Marcus? He's like, yeah. She's like, no way. I watch him all the time. I'm just like, yeah, it's crazy, man. Praying, never stop. 38,000, was pushing for 20,000 most of last year. Then just got super motivated watching your videos, Daily Refinement, and a few others. Let's go. 38K. Good job, bro. Hey, Major Hustles. What's up, D? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you coming and stopping by, man. Yeah, man. The eBay 90-day total. When I was at the car lot today, I showed the guy my 90-day total, and he was like, wow, man, can you send that to me? And I was like, yeah. So I sent it to him because he was going to put it in the paperwork for the car loan or whatever. And then the Dixon's Picking things in my window, he looked it up and he's like, I typed in Dixon's Pickens on there and you came right up. And I was like, I'm the only one. I'm the only one on there. You know what I mean? He's like, man, you're doing good, man. You're a celebrity now. I wouldn't say that yet. We're in a very small nation. While reselling is more popular, reselling YouTube is not very, very popular yet. I mean, it's gaining popularity. But when I first got into reselling, like the biggest YouTube channel had like, I don't know, like 40,000 subscribers. Like Cincinnati Picker and Hero Tornado were like still in their 30,000s when I first started watching YouTube, reseller YouTube. Like, what's his name? Taco Stacks. Taco Stacks was doing better than them, and he's not even like a legit like reseller like that. Like, he's more of like a trash and a cash type of person. Marcus Crypto put in a question above. Which question? Did I not get you one? You talking about this one? Because I answered that one. If I didn't get to your question, Crypto Gamer, can you re-ask it? Because I thought I answered all your questions. Let me scroll back up a little bit. I don't see one from him that I didn't answer, unless it didn't come through on my end. StreamYard be tripping sometimes. What's my 90-day total at? So my 90-day total on the app says 52,000, but as we all know, right? All of us know that that's not legit. 52,000. There we go. But what the eBay desktop says is $49,188.56. So 49K 90-day total. I'm trying to get it to 50. I'm pushing, man. I'm pushing. I'll get there. Dude, I'm staring at the bins. Is there bins up there by you guys? You need to check it out. I justify overpricing unique items with better pictures and descriptions. I'll study up my competition and lower end stuff I'll undercut. Yeah, I don't overprice anything. It doesn't matter. If it's not worth, I mean, to each their own. I'm just not going to overprice something and then sit there and wait that long for it to sell. Because sometimes, man, it's just not going to sell for. It doesn't matter how cool it is. If it's not worth that much, it doesn't matter. People are smart. They know the market just like you do. And they're like, man, I'm not, that dude's tripping. He's got it priced at $50 too high. I'm not buying that. You know what I mean? How about net? What's my net 90-day total? I don't know. I don't do net on a 90-day basis. Let's see. Man, I'd have to say about 30,000 for the whole year so far. Cause I'm at $63,000 gross for the whole year. So far, this is none of May's numbers yet. I don't update the spreadsheet until the end of the month. So I would say about 30K because I operate at 54% profit margin right now. But you guys do got to remember, I promote my items at 10%. And I promote my items at 10%, send out 25% offers, run a 20% store coupon, and sell items for $5 all the time. So, not making the greatest of money, but I'm definitely I'm happy with it. That's great. Congrats. Thank you. My immediate goal is to just pay my bills and everyday life stuff like gas and food with eBay. I just had a newborn May 1st and would love to do this and be home with her. Daycare is expensive. Yeah, man. I would say that's tough because I don't want to be like, yeah, dude, just go for it. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to catch up like you think it is. But I would say work more hours in eBay along with working your full-time job or whatever. And eventually, man, you'll catch up. You'll catch up, and then you could start going from full-time down to part-time until your job just pays you enough and you have enough saved up to where it makes sense to where you can quit your job. Then you can be stay-at-home dad. You know what I mean? That's the same for me. Someone might have the same manual for 90 and I'll price it up. I'll price it up 30 and sell way more to get it going and not sit for long. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna sell something if the market calls for 90, I'm not gonna price it at 30. If the market calls for 90, I'll price it at 90 or 85. And then if someone offers me, say it's for 90, someone offers me $50, I'll take it. Yeah, come on with it, man. Made 30K last year, so I just want to at least profit 30K. Yeah, you just got to make sure your profit margins are where you need it to be. So I removed the question when I saw you skipped it. My question was, I heard if you decline offers, I didn't skip it. I never saw it. I heard if you decline offers sent to you, it can hurt your selling algorithm. Is this true? I mean, there's no verified 100% solid proof out there. It was just speculation by Tech and Sports. So, you can do what you want to, but James, my boring reseller, declines offers all the time. You know what I mean? So it's however you want to run your business, man. If you don't want to accept an offer and you don't want the offer just sitting there staring you in the face because you might take it if you're tempted, then decline it. I don't decline offers too much. I usually just counter back with the same price until they decline it on me. But sometimes I do get hit with that accept or decline. And then there's a part of me that wants to be petty. And I'm just like, dang it, man. Like, I really don't want to accept this offer and then have this person thinking in the mind that their mind games have made me accept their offer because they took away the option to do anything else. Because I don't want to train buyers that hitting a seller with accept or decline, no option to counter works. You know what I'm saying? Because if we start training buyers to do that, they'll go to everybody and do that. You know what I mean? So, like, sometimes I really do want to decline the offers, but then I just, most of the time, I accept them, which really sucks because I don't want to train buyers to do that. But I also don't want to decline the sell and tell eBay I don't want to make any money. Depending on the manual. Yeah, right. I get it. No, what says recently got scammed. Buyer bought an item and returned a used item. I reported the buyer, but eBay still refunded both of us the item. Yeah, that's how it works. You can scam somebody on eBay, and there's pretty much nothing that's going to get done about it. Usually, you'll get your if you can prove that you were scammed, you'll get your money back, and the seller will keep their money, or they'll keep the item or whatever, and their refund as well, because most of the time they're going to get the refund. But what they'll do is they'll start keeping tabs on that seller or that buyer and see how often they do that. If they continue to do that, then they will shut their account down and ban their social security number. So it just depends, man. There's really not much you can do about it. It's just sell items that you don't care if you get ripped off about. And if you do get ripped off, just report them and do what you can to get your money back. I've been sent back the wrong item 3 times. Only one time I got made right. eBay sided with the buyer on the other ones because I only refunded half the purchase price. I gave them back half their money and then I resold the item on eBay. So that's what they're gonna tell you to do anyway. Like, that's crazy. They just want to make their money. That's all. That's all they care about. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. So yeah, anybody got any more questions, comments, thoughts? Tina with the Lake Exchange says, I got a scam message last night with a link saying eBay customer service told them I had a setting wrong. Nope, I ignored it and later had an email from eBay warning me of the scammer. Yep. Yeah, I almost got scammed way back in the day when I first started. Got to be careful. Yeah, I had a buyer tell me he never received the item and opened the request. That's why tracking numbers are important. 100%. Usually in that case, as long as you upload the tracking, usually eBay is going to side with you. Now there is a time, like the mail person will drop the package off, scan it, delivered, and some porch bandit's going to come by immediately and swoop the item up. You know what I mean? Like, there's not much you can do about that. But you did your part, and it's not up to you to refund that buyer. That's why I keep my offers open, my dude. Yep. And I've been selling for a year and a half, figured it wasn't a target. Gotta stay sharp. Figured you weren't a target. Yeah, I had somebody try to scam me just like 7-8 months ago. I had over 1,000 feedback and they were trying to hit me with the okey doke. So yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here, man. I gotta get me some dinner. I'm pretty hungry. Hope you guys had a good time hanging out. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys didn't get your questions asked or answered, or if you didn't ask them, put them in the comment section of these videos. I'll be filming a day in the live video either tomorrow or Thursday, and that's where I will answer them at. I will also answer them in the comment section as well. So don't hesitate to reach out. This is what this channel is for. It's to help you guys make more money on eBay or wherever you sell at. The concept's still the same. So you guys, your time really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. You guys could have hung out with anyone else in the world for an hour and a half, but y'all chilled with me. So really appreciate it. If you guys want further coaching, join the Patreon. If not, just join the Good Pickings podcast. It's free. There's a lot of good, valuable people in there that know a lot of stuff that can help you. So that's going to do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. But until then, let's make